All right. All right. It is time. It is that time of the year where we go over my account tour 2019. Yes, it's that time. You all know it. It's happened. I've done it. What have I done it? 4 years, 3 years, something like that. I actually forgot to go back and check, but I did watch last year's account tour, so I do have some comparisons this time. It has been a little while since I watched it though, but I'll see how much I can remember all around, and I'll see how much my account has actually changed. Um, but yeah, right off the bat, I think one of the biggest things that's happened for me in 2019, just as like a bit of a preface for what we're about to go into, 2019 was the year where I achieved my goal in Guild Wars 2. Like my end game goal was achieved, done. And I'll go a bit more into specifics about that. But as many of you watching know, Guild Wars 2 is kind of this game where you build your own end game. So whatever your end game goal might be, it differs from everyone. For some, it's getting gear. That's for me, for example. For others, it's getting skins or achievement points or whatnot. And as much as I'd love for achievement points to also be part of my end game, achievement points obviously is kind of in this like weird state where it's kind of like this non-competitive scene where unless you were at the gate at the at the very start of the game and got every achievement point all the way from the start, then you're allowed to participate in this competition. But if you weren't, then you missed out on a ton of AP that will never return. So it's yeah. Anyways, I could go on and on about that. That's not why we're here. But yes, 2019 was the year where I accomplished my end game goal. My end game goal being to have ultimate build freedom on every profession. That's all 9 different professions. And by that, I mean having legendary gear, armor, runes, weapons on all 9 of my characters. And I achieved that. Obviously, ArenaNet raised the stakes this year by... I finished my actual... within the first 6 months, I had finished my actual goal, which was getting 9 sets of legendary armor. It was done. That was only a couple of months, actually, into 2019. That was done. And then Arena raised the stakes, and they added legendary sigils and runes, which, that was great, in a sense, but also a bit of a nuisance, I guess. Mostly because getting them, which was in the last half of the year, is very, very tedious, very monotonous, not engaging in the content or the game whatsoever. It's a money sink. Sigils and runes, legendary, is nothing but a gold sink and a time sink, it would turn out. So for the last 6 months in this game, my only goal has really been to just... I know I'm skipping ahead of here a little bit, but my only goal has really just been to collect provisioner tokens. That was it. That was it. For like 6 months, all I really could do on a daily basis to progress my end game goal was log in on one character, go to like 5 different provisioner token vendors, and then log out. That was the only thing that was really progressing me towards what I was going for. So yeah. Anyways, another thing about 2019. Obviously, 2019 has been a bit of a rocky year for ArenaNet, but I'll not go into that. But 2019 was also the year in which my end game goal was finally monetized. I don't want to start off on a sad note, but yeah, that was the gist of it. And by that I mean with build templates. or build loadouts. Sorry. Build loadouts. Build loadouts with all the different options for your builds. Blah blah blah. You know the drill. If you don't, well, welcome to the game. I guess I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'll get more into that. But that was a bit of a preface here for everything that you're about to see, because most of what I'll talk about for my account tour obviously has to do with these factors. I've accomplished a lot in this game, but most of it I will be glancing over in favor of looking at looking at my characters and the progress that I've made there. So yeah. I'm starting this whole account tour in my guild hall, my personal guild hall. And the only reason why I'm doing that is the other years I've kind of shown off my guild hall, but this year nothing's really changed. Since all of my gold has gone into the legendary runes that I've been crafting, I haven't really had any leftover or excess amount of gold to actually craft stuff for my guild hall. So the only thing that really is worth mentioning, I guess, is the addition of the 3 last statues, or the 3 newest statues of the raid. So I still have every raid, what's it called? Raid statue, raid boss statue. The older wings have gone gold this year. That was a big up, actually, because that's a bit of a just a money sink. The reason why I don't have these gold is either one, I don't have the gold for like some of these in the back row, but in the front I obviously don't have enough of the tokens to craft them, so they remain silver, and I really like it that way. Honestly, I never thought I would make any of them gold, because it's wasted gold. It really is wasted gold. But yeah, that's basically it. Another big milestone that I hit this year, obviously, as you can tell, this Halo. I finally fucking got the Halo. That means 39,000 achievement points, which puts me in a state where I don't care that much about achievement points anymore, because all I really wanted from the achievement points, obviously I still do them because it's fun and engaging and whatnot, like here and there doing achievements, but I'm not that diligently going after everything, and you'll see just a few that I just haven't bothered with. But yeah, I kind of hit 39,000, which was the only goal that I really wanted from achievement points. That's the Halo here. And by the Halo, I mean the Radiant Backguard. I absolutely love this. I got this back, what is that? That was when Grothmar Valley came out. I finally hit 39,000, and it made me change my Guardian's look back to, well, all the legendary armor. She hasn't actually been wielding any of the legendary armor for a long time, because I really got tired of the effects, and I got tired of all the different whatnot. But yeah, after I got the back guard, I kind of just embraced it. I put all the different legendary trinkets on her as well. I kind of just embraced all the different effects and whatnot that were happening all over the place. So yeah, Radiant Backguard, big milestone for me. I don't really care about the Hellfire one. Hellfire's at 42k. It's not that appealing to me. It never really has been. Obviously, it's cool to have both of them. It'll happen sometime, but I'm in no rush. Right. Speaking of, I guess I'll start with, because I've talked so much about the gear already, I might as well just start off with my gear on my character. Let me actually, do you know what? Just for fun, let's do the what's it called? Embiggening. That's what it's called. Embiggening tonic. Let's do that. Let's do that on everything so we can actually see the characters. And just slide down the no, I'm an idiot. There we go. Right. That way we can also see the characters. Well, I'll just do that for all the different characters. Anyways, yeah. Legendary armor. That's basically it. I've had this for a long time, but the big kicker obviously is that I have all 9 now. and the legendary runes. Legendary runes only became good when the build templates came into the game. So yeah, that was honestly the only reason why I made more than one set. That was because of the official build templates. It works like a charm. It's kind of funny. I've never swapped builds as often as I do now. Simply because it's so easily accessible to just, like, at any given point be swapping to whatever you want to play. Like, it's amazing. So yeah, really digging the system, despite its monetization and whatnot. And I'm not gonna go into that. I'm not gonna be bitching about that the entire time. Don't worry about that. But yeah, so legendary runes. I feel like I have to show all of these off. So legendary runes, rune. Hey, yeah. Everything legendary. Also, yeah, my Guardian, I have 2 characters that have all legendary weapons available to them. My Guardian is one of them. My Thief is the other one. Yeah, you might be wondering, hey, Deroir, why are you wielding the precursor? I'll hide that for a second. The precursor for Exordium. It's because I got really tired of Exordium. Exordium is so it was even too much for me when I was going all in on the effects for my Guardian. It's too shiny, it's too much, and Exitari, the precursor, is one of the absolute coolest blades in the entire game. Hands down, it looks absolutely amazing. It's such a sleek weapon. Yeah, I'm not gonna pass up the opportunity to be wielding this at all times. But yeah. So legendary, Exordium, the Shining Blade, the Binding of Ippus. What else we got here? We've got Astralaria and Meteorologicus and Flames of War. Obviously skinned as the only blue, or well, actually, it's not actually the only blue flame anymore. I think there are newer ones, but the Fractal Torch is just amazing. I mean, it's just amazing. I love it. What else we got? We've got Bifrost, Flameseeker Prophecies. I mean, you know the drill. All the way through. Yeah, Ferris as well. Ferris, I think that was a new addition as well this year. Ferris, I absolutely love this. It's very sleek, very simple, and then it just explodes in a ray of light. I don't know. I'm pretty in love with Ferris. But yeah, and then obviously the Moot and Sharur. The only legendary that I regret making. Yeah, I don't like Sharur. I wish I'd made Juggernaut, but yeah. Legendary back piece. Oh right, I actually forgot to say that. I also made 9 legendary back pieces. I completely forgot about that. That was the whole thing that I finished at the start of the year. 9 legendary back pieces. So 9 legendary back pieces, 9 legendary armors, 9 legendary sets of runes, and then 2 sets of legendary sigils. So you'll see here I have 2 sets, or I have 4 legendary sigils on my Guardian and 4 on my Thief is what I'm trying to say here. They're really cool. I really like them, but they're so not handy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, running through fractals and whatnot and having to type, oh yeah, Serpent, let's go for Serpent now. There's no hotkey. There's no like fast way of getting it or whatnot. Whereas with regular sigils, you can just click it once and it swaps it out. It's a pretty weird system, I guess. Oh right, another Kraitkin, obviously, and Kamuhali Kotaki, the 2 underwater legendaries. The Rhyme Rimmed. I'm waiting. Okay, let me point this out. So Provisioner tokens. I kind of kept on going even after I'd finished all of my legendary runes. I kept going because I need 450, provisioner tokens in case we ever get a legendary rebreather, like an aqua breather or whatever you'll call it. Because then I'll need those 450 to make the 9 missing legendary runes, because I obviously do not have legendary runes for my underwater breathers on any of my characters. And you might be saying, well, Deroir, then you're not done. And you're partially right, but there is literally no reason to have a legendary rune in an ascended piece of armor. None. It makes no sense. If you ever want to switch the rune, you are 100%, almost, you're 95% chance guaranteed that you also have to swap the stats. And so it just makes no sense to not have legendary armor mixed with a legendary rune. Never go ascended. I don't see the point whatsoever. Regular. So yeah, Coalescence, that was made this year as well. So I got all 3 of the legendary trinkets: Vision, Aurora, and Coalescence. Great. I mean, great rewards. Love it. I have immensely more fun memories getting Coalescence than I do getting a single legendary rune. Legendary runes are just, I mean, they just don't feel that epic. They don't. I mean, they're useful and all, but they don't feel epic. This feels epic. I mean, months and months of trying to figure out what to do and how to get it and blah blah blah, and then waiting for the raid wings and beating the raid wings and who can get it first. I mean, there's so many great stories to tell about Coalescence, a single legendary, and I have nothing really to tell about the process of getting legendary runes. I don't know. It's a weird contrast. But yeah, that's basically it for my Guardian here. Let's look at the inventory just for shits and giggles. 240. It's not likely to change ever. 240 slots inventory. I like 240. I mean, when you have permanent bank access, I don't feel it. I don't feel a need for any more inventory space. I already have way too much, more than I ever need. I got a bit of a clean out, obviously, with the build templates when they came in. All of the different trinkets on all the different what are they called? All the different trinkets, I say, on the one character that has like 4 legendary trinkets. Yeah, a few of those. On other characters, it'll be more prominent, where it's all of these that have been exchanged, and all of it was in my inventory. But yeah, I got a bit of a cleanup here. So that feels good. Over here, I have just different food, raid food, fractal food, whatever. I have my Essences of Luck. I just stacked that down here. The way I see it, the way that everything is managed here is all of what I have up here needs to be readily available to me at any given time. So it's like stealth consumables and self-consumables, blah blah blah, and CC and extra swiftness, med packs, fire element, like all the different like consumables that I need right now, or weapons. I need it. In the moment that I open my inventory, boom, I need it. Right down here, I stack whatever is like left over. It's like whenever I get piece of uncommon or piece of unidentified gear, it just stacks automatically down here. The same goes for Essences of Luck. Now, in an ideal world, what I'd have is more shared inventory slots, but I don't have that because it's not released. Please, Arena, release more. So yeah, it all just stacks here. Same with Black Lion chests. It's not that I use them. I'd rather sell them for most of the time, but I don't want, as much as I can get away with it, I don't want loot to clutter up here. Whenever loot clutters up here, it's either trash that's immediately sold, or it's materials which are easily deposited. So I can very easily clean this out. That's the system, and you'll see the system goes through all characters. So yeah, Eternal Ice Shards, just because, well, that's the flavor of the month right now. Yeah, that's basically that was almost everything. I kind of have like a lucky item on every character, on most characters at least. For my guardian, it's the pure crystalline vial. It's part of a collection, and I don't even remember which collection it is, but it's acquired from the Temple of Dwayna, and I just keep it. It's just a trophy. It's just a little lucky trophy. So yeah, let me pop that back in. Right. Before we move on to the next characters, let me, because I guess I'll do. Yeah, never mind. Let me just do this. So my guardian, we've looked through my guardian. My shared inventory slots. We were on the topic a little bit ago. I have a system here. I know it looks cluttered, but it's salvage tools here at the top. Then it's supposed to be merchants all the way across here. But there are more things that I want in there, and there's some things that I don't really use all the time. Or I say merchants, but like windows to open or whatnot. So like merchants in that sense, or merchant here, hey, to sell all my stuff, or personal trader, my bank, Mystic Forge conduit. And then here I have the 2 gobblers. I tend to use these. This is a godsend. The snowflake gobbler is amazing. I tend to use these for just world versus world. Basically every week, boost up XP. And this new buff now, and then just go get stuff in World vs. World. Then I have my endless upgrade extractor. Here it kind of gets a little bit more wonky. So like here I have my teleports. So recharging teleport to friend. I rarely use it, but I fucking love it. I absolutely love it. It's just an infinite teleport to friend. Mistlock Sanctuary, and my home portal stone. And then another kind of, so the idea is like it goes from teleporters to teleports, or like portals, and I don't know. I'm trying to have a system. All right, I can figure out the system. I can follow it. White Mantle Portal, which is just a portal. The prototype position rewinder. Some of you may know this. You place a little dot, and then you can always teleport back to it. It's really useful for a lot of different things. Endless repair canister. I can't even have the like armor is broken icon anymore. I can't, like, I don't know. It's like OCPD kind of situation where every time I see it, I have to instantly click my repair canister all the time, just like frantically. I don't know. I'm broken. Infinite mist omnipotion. I mean, you can't play fractals without just having it there. I mean, always. It's just there. Permanent hairstyle kit. I don't really use this. I tend to really hone in on just one look at a time. But yeah. Actually, yeah, that's better. But I use it occasionally. Just for like subtle changes, or like, I don't know, if I do a big makeover, I don't know, something like that. Endless upgrade extractor, priceless item. It really is. You can just extract anything. And I know I don't really use it at all for my own stuff. Obviously, it's all legendary. I can pull stuff in and out as I see fit. But the endless upgrade extractor is just amazing for like any exotic that you drop. Like it'll instantly rip it from it. And then down here I have the 4 tools, which are the only harvesting tools that I use. For a long time, I kind of refused to put what's it called? Like tools, harvesting tools in my shared inventory slots, because I felt like it was kind of just a wasted space until they added glyphs. And glyphs are just the most amazing thing ever, but they're really expensive. Or they tend to be really expensive when they're actually good. So what I have is I have a full set of obviously the sickle, the what's it called, logging, and the mining tools, and all 3 of these have a glyph of industry in it, which is just gathering completes 50% faster. That's it. For me, the most important thing is speed. I just want to be over with it quick. Like I will skip a node if I don't have the if it's not fast. If I'm on a regular tool just like chugging away, I will skip it. I will just no, fuck it. And the last one that I have has the glyph of reaping, which just takes everything around it in one swoop. And I kind of tend to just use this for my daily gathering in like guild halls and whatnot, and my home instance, because it's really easy to just like swoop and you get all of it in one hit. But also for like flax farm and stuff like that. It's really, really effective. It just goes by like that. And I know a lot of people will say, oh, it's not the most effective thing for getting the most value out of it, and you should be using the I don't know, what are the others called? I don't really even care. The ones that give like better materials or higher tier materials or extra chance to loot more. Those are the ones that people swear by. But I find this to be just a subjective preference. For me, speed is just all that matters. So these are the four that I use, and it's really easy to just swap it out. Like just double click it all, and it swaps. Yeah. I can go on every character and go through that. Right, let's look at my bank. I should have probably cleaned this before doing this, but I didn't think of that. So up here I have my teleporters and like kind of like leftover stuff that I tend to use somewhat often, or I don't know really. It's just kind of teleporters. It's just, this is kind of the cluttered space, not gonna lie. And I know it doesn't really look all that cluttered right now, but I tend to just like chuck shit in here and then sort it later. So yeah, I don't know. I've got Black Lion chest for some reason there, just because it stacks. Same with backs of gear. Boxes of Raiders utilities. I don't remember. It's one of the Wing 7 bosses that has just been sitting there. And I already have all the food. So I don't know. I never did really anything with it. But yeah, the rest are just portals. So Holdback Scroll, Black Citadel, the Grove. Those are the only standard ones that I use. I say, wow, it's the only ones that I have. I don't use any of them. And then the Tiger Den map. That's from Chuka Champawat. Invitation to the Lily. I'm not really going to go over all of these. Most of them you know. But like seasoned scrolls or tomes. And then the new festival stuff. Here I stack all the unidentified gear that I get from different characters, and then I open them in bulk. That's kind of just how I do it. I don't want to open them as I go. I'll just open it somewhere down the line. Here I have all my ascended feasts, all the ones that I have right now, at least. I kind of have a system, so it's the first row here is well, actually, let's do it another way. So I have a mint, which is across, like horizontal, it's all mint stuff, and I only have one stuff right here, or one thing right here, which is plus 10% outgoing healing. And then I have peppercorn on the next one. So these out on the side are just to remind me which one is what. So it's peppercorn in the second one, and then horizontally it's all peppercorn. And the last one is cilantro. So peppercorn is negative 10% incoming damage, and the cilantro is 66% chance to steal life. And then the other system is, well, this kind of just goes out of that window because it's just so different from everything else. Most of what I play is power oriented in some capacity, or not power oriented, but DPS oriented in some capacity. So I just kind of have these in case I need to be support. Can't slack on your food, guys, even on the classes that you play least. So yeah, the first row here is power. So it's power ferocity. It's the same for both of these. This is different. So I use the negative 10% incoming damage for Wolf's World, and I use the other one, 66% lifesteal, for fractals and raids. Boom. So that's kind of the system here. And then expertise Condi, and concentration power. And this one then goes out the window again, and it's condition damage and expertise. So this is actually the outlier, the one with concentration power, because it's more support oriented. Yeah. All my flasks of metabolic primers, all that. And then I have a few Black Lion salvage kits. I only tend to keep one in my bank. I have a full character that's fucking just clogged up with them. But I only keep one, so I can always just use it on an exotic I get and get the best loot I can out of it. The next row is I have all my gobblers, or all my, are they called gobblers? You know, the ones that just consume shit and spit out trash. And then my different converters and my other raid thing. What's it called? Merchant. Exchange. You know what I mean. Portable composter. That's a new thing that was added in 2019 as well. It's to compost stuff. It's to compost food. So if I go down here, I can compost any of these and then use it for 500 crafting. What is it? Chef. That was the word I was looking for. 500 chef. I have a triumphant die that I'm just kind of sitting on, because another thing that I don't know why, but I did. I went out of my way this year to get every die. Last year I just didn't really care about dies. Like, you see, I'm using silver, shadow abyss. I'm pretty standard. Like, I use this is like the color spectrum on all of my characters basically. So it's enameled sky, deep glacial sky, permafrost, darkness should also be here, yeah, and silver or dry silver and shadow abyss. Those are the colors that I use on everything, everything basically. It diverges sometimes here and there, especially now that I unlocked a lot of the dyes. But I unlocked all of them except for like the newest ones. And yeah, I can tend to just, I don't know, have fun sometimes, but most of the time I'm pretty basic about it. Yeah, but yeah, that was the thing that I achieved, which means I have nothing to use these triumphant dies for, not right now at least. Here's my luck that I also stack, and then I turn them all into essences of luck. You'll see I have a character, one of my thieves, which is carrying around 35,000 essences of luck, something like that. I just stack it up and cross my fingers that one day they'll increase the cap, the magic find cap. Obviously, they likely won't, because they haven't yet. So, yeah, who knows? Nothing's changed there, but I hope it will. I love these account bonuses. Yeah, gold find. Gold find is. Sorry, I'm totally going off on another track here. Gold find is the maximum it can be at my achievement level, because gold find, you get 2% extra gold find for every round of what are they called? There we go. Login rewards. And I've never missed a login reward. Never. Just logging in, just going online, done, getting that, and then out again. Even on shitty laptops in the middle of nowhere, I've never missed a login reward. So that is max at my current level. Anyways, I totally went off the deep end there. Simple infusions. I tend to just get these out of fractal reliquaries. And whenever they're there, you can turn them into a higher amount of fractal relics. You basically trade 25 fractal relics for 75. So it's, yeah, never mind. Boxes of Wolf vs. World supply. I hold on to these for days when I don't feel like playing Wolf vs. World, but there's a daily Wolf vs. World ranker. I just double click these and get the level. Get the ranks and get the daily. Because the Wolf vs. World dailies are really valuable to me. Black Lion chest keys, those are just leftover from anywhere that I've got them. Map completion, daily, what's it called? Or not daily, weekly key runs. I don't buy Black Lion chest keys, is what I'm trying to say. Pack scouts, mapping materials. These are just these are the trade your karma in for a minor amount of what's it called? Map rewards. You'll know them, like Let me find one here. So like the map bonuses that you see here. Yeah. If you know what they are, you know what they are. Otherwise, yeah, whatever. They're really effective, or they're really good in my opinion. But you got to be diligent. It's just logging in every day and going to the packed vendor. Yeah, really good. Down here is like my legendary section. At least that's what I call it. I have my gifts of whatever. I'm kind of thinning it out on purpose right now. As you can see right here, I am this close to having two more legendaries, and these are not for myself. These are to sell, because since I've hit my goal, all my goals in the game, my current goal now is just to regain some gold. I spent about 25,000. It's somewhere between 25 and 30,000 gold on legendary runes and sigils. And that was at a time when I wasn't playing much. So it was just a massive sink for me. And now I'm just in the process of recouping some of that. Yeah, it's a slow process, but I have no rush because it's not like anything's really coming right now. So they stopped doing legendaries. They stopped doing really meaningful rewards like that. So it's not really like it's looking like gold is that necessary in the immediate future. So I'm pretty chill about that. Some fractal chests. Whenever I do fractals, I just keep these and then I open them whenever I feel like, I guess. Yeah, Gift of Ascension. I'm just kind of holding on to these. This one is actually kind of funny. The chest of legendary shards. I'm holding on to these. You get these from the different festivals that happen during the year, right? They added these since Super Adventure Box last year, the year before that, something like that. I don't know. Where you can buy 3 every week. And it's legendary shards. That's basically it. So Gen 2 legendaries. And at some point, I think it's 90 or 95 chests of legendary shards that I need. I will basically have a free Gen 2 legendary. And I'm only missing, well, that's a lie. I'm missing 2, but I only want one of them. And it's well, that's a lie again. I don't actually want it, which is why I'm not actively going for it. HMS Divinity. HMS Divinity. I don't want this, but I do want a second legendary rifle. Which is the only reason why. The other one that I don't have is Claw of the Carnur. There we go. Claw of the Carnur. Don't want it. I don't want either of these. I don't like them. Specifically. They don't fit any of my characters, so it's like, yeah. But at some point, I will get it basically for free. Just with these. So I'm just holding on to that. Yeah. Fractal section, with all of my daily potions of World vs. World and PvP. I just stack them up and then use them at my own convenience. I have not expanded my my amount of unstable cosmic essences this year. At least not that much. I don't think so. I kind of stopped doing fractals in January of 2019. Like, just stopped. Like, I'd hit 100,000. You'll see this is lower now, and I have a really great explanation for that. I hit 100,000 fractal relics, and I was like, why am I really doing this every day? And then it turned into just doing it when there was great dailies, and then it was like, all right, I'm just kind of taking a break. And then I took a break, and now I kind of want to get back into it again because it's really fun. But yeah, that means I have 788 unstable cosmic essences. Good fun. All the guild decorations. I already have a shit ton. Oh wait, wrong. I already have a shit ton of these because I bought these as well from other players. So yeah, I already have so much jade. And like, for any of you that have seen the rest of my guild haul, I'll show you real quick. Like, I have so much jade. It's everywhere. It's overflowing everywhere, and I love it. But that just means I don't really bother with getting any more really, or like adding it to my guild hall. So I save it there. Oh wait, there we go. Let's get back to that. 450 legendary spikes. I technically have, I think actually it's 490. I have 40 on another character, something like that. So yeah, it's not that it really means anything, but hey, it means something to me. It's legendary, all right? It's legendary. It's a trash item legendary, but it's, yeah. Fractal spoons, I will never throw this away. I feel like I tell this story all the time in every account tour. I will never throw fractal spoons away. They used to be part of a collection, or they are part of a collection, but they used to drop regardless of, no, let me get that right. Before they added the collection, the fractal spoons kept dropping, and then they added the collection, which limited it. So beforehand, it was just a trash item that you sold or kept, as I did. So I started keeping them at some point in my fractal, early fractal days. And then they turned it into a spoon collection, and they stopped dropping. So I'm just holding on to my 41 fractal spoons as like a reliquary of old days. And yeah, I love it. Love it. I'll never toss these. Infusions. Just infusions. These are the regular infusions. These are the stat infusions that I haven't applied to anywhere. So yeah, you'll see I have 14 mighty +5 agony infusions, which might hurt some of you, and it hurts me actually even reading that aloud, because they're fucking expensive and I'm not using any of them. It's all due to when what's it called? When the build loadouts came out. I kind of cleaned up all of my characters, all the gear that I had laying around, all of, like, everything was just cleaned up and streamlined. And that left me with 14 leftover agony infusions that weren't necessary for any of the weapons necessarily, or armors. I can probably put these on some of my characters, but yeah, right now they're just sitting there. I've got +9 and 2 spitefuls as well. But yeah, these are the stat ones. What else I got? Spiteful and malign, and then a healing World vs. World one. And then I used to have another one here, a karma enrichment, but that is currently on my thief. So yeah, and reward track, and yeah, so like the stat combos here, and then I have a celestial red, which I regret to this day having bought. I have a chest for the celestial red, which was a drop, so I don't regret that one. But yeah, and a mystical +9. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Why is that? Oh my god! Okay, that's a waste as well. Nice. I have the poly ones. I think some of them, yeah. So some of them are infusions. Some of them are not. Yeah, these are not. Why do I keep these then? I don't know. I pass. Brain fart. But yeah, I keep these just to like test the colors. I don't really even use these. I have them on one character. I have an orange on one character, just because it makes a fun effect. The orange one with the celestial infusion. That's it. It makes it like a golden red, and I find that to be fun. I don't know. It's a fun look. The rest of them I don't really use. It's just kind of for experimenting. Whenever something new comes out, I can experiment with it. Right. This is kind of like my Black Lion section, I guess you can call it. It's just where all the different like the things stack up. So tomes of knowledge, level up scrolls. These don't actually count in that, but it's all clutter anyways. So yeah, the fancy furniture coins, Crimson Assassin tokens, which are the Crimson Assassin weapons. Soon, I think it's like 2 years or something. Then it can be done. That collection can be fully done. But we'll get into that later. Infinite continue coin and boxes of fun. More dies. Some like total makeover. I have one total makeover kit. That pains me a little bit. Self-style hair kit. Like I don't really throw any of these things away, even though I have the permanent ones now, like the self-style hair kit and the upgrade extractors and repair canisters and trading posts and all that jazz. I'm a hoarder. I don't know. Yeah. Dragon's Fortune fireworks and Hallow's Fortune fireworks. So these are just like extra magic find boosters, and you might wonder, well, how did you get that many? It's because alt accounts could gift these for free to my main, so I just got these free. It was just I gifted them to myself. Right, super nice. Black Line ticket scraps. I have a habit of buying all the new legendary. Wow, I didn't even know. Black Lion weapons. So like all the different new sets, I kind of just buy them, and when you buy them or you buy some of the old ones, you get 7 extra claim tickets. So like if you buy them on the trading post and you unlock the collection, you get 7 extra, or complete the collection, you get 7 extra claim tickets. And so I'm never really low on Black Lion claim tickets, because it's just, I don't know, I keep getting them. 77 Black Lion statuettes. Yeah, that's from opening keys. You all know how that goes. Right, I have a blank space. Nice blank space. Waypoint unlock box. It gets really cluttered from here on, right? So this is real clutter. Unlock box, that was just a free thing that you got on the not too long ago. On the Black Lion thing. I got some leftover like accessories that I don't really have a use for currently. One ascended chest that I need to put somewhere else, definitely. The rhyme rimmed rebreather that I need to just throw away, I guess, because what can I can't really even use this for anything, can I? What does it give? I'll toss it on an alt or something. That's probably why I stashed it there. But I don't ever fix alts, so it's just there. Right, I got some flow over materials that I haven't put in a guild bank yet, so it's just kind of cluttering up here. Gray market black diamond, that is one of the other things that I'm holding on to forever. I'll never sell this. It's just a relic of old days. It was at the very start of Path of Fire. You got these and they were attached to nothing, and so it wasn't supposed to be in the game, obviously, and so they changed it so that you could trade these gray market black diamonds into a real diamond, which is actually useful, but yeah, you can't get the black diamonds anymore, so I hold on to mine. Forbidden research, that's just part of an item collection that I'm currently working on, Meteorologicus, which if we go back here, I'm just missing this to finish the precursor for Meteorologicus, so I can make Meteorologicus and Bolt. Right. And I just found that to be fun. It's like a DNA string, and it's forbidden research. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Isis Bite I assume it's a bug right now, but I keep them because it's fun. These are part of an item collection for Meteorologicus 1, which I've done. So these shouldn't be dropping anymore, but they drop from one specific source, and it's mining the, what are they called? The Eternal Ice Shards. When you mine those, you have a chance of dropping Isis Bite for some reason, and I'm pretty sure it's a bug, but I keep them. Shadow Menders, just a fun little gimmick. I wish I could get more, but I feel like it's a waste. I feel like it's a waste to buy these for massive amounts of karma, or it's not even karma. Karma is all right. It's for massive amounts of the material that you get from Dragonfall, which is called, there we go, Mistborn Motes. And it's just not worth it. It's not worth it for a little gimmicky soldier that disappears if you go down. I don't know. It's kind of helpful in the open world, I guess, but yeah. Booster section. Well, booster section over here. I should move that. And then like leftover food that I haven't used or sometimes use, or like different stuff like that. Anniversary Lounge Choosy box. It's just an old relic again. I can't toss shit. I don't know why I can't just throw shit out. But yeah, super venture boxes, blah blah blah. Yeah, some of these I just used. This I just used for extra magic find, like here and there. And then potions of the different hot maps that have practically no value whatsoever, because yeah, the map rewards are completely unaligned with these boosters. It's dumb. It's a weird, dumb system. Anyways, move on. More trash. Kind of just like I stash all of these rabbit's feet because it's luck. It's a lucky rabbit's foot, and I keep the different colors. My goal is to have every color, but you can't really easily get them. You have to be just like RNG lucky, get a trash item that is this one. So yeah, I keep that. Same goes for this friendship shell. I just got randomly, like as a random drop from one of the gobblers or whatnot. I like to link this friendship shell in PvP matches or whatnot. So it's like, yeah, it's shaped like a hug. It's kind of funny. It's better than a salt packet, which is like, whatever. Toy stuffed bear, an old relic as well. I don't really remember, honestly. More food, some mini Genas. I've got a super adventure box. Why do I have this? I guess I'm just holding on to it. I should probably sell these now, shouldn't I? Like right now is the good time to sell them. I'll keep that in mind. Anniversary weapon packs. I've unlocked 2, I believe. The rest I've unlocked this one. I mean, I've unlocked the ones that you can see over here. The flange. They look amazing. They look absolutely amazing. But yeah, as long as I can't unlock all of them, I'd rather hold off until I know what I want to use, because they're so scarce, obviously. Yeah. Same goes for the Dragon Bash victory coffers. Like I'm holding off unlocking any of these until I know if I want to use any of them. Otherwise, it'll be unlocked in due time. Like, Mad King's gift, same. Yeah, I think I'm missing 3, so we're missing 1 Halloween. So a year from now, I'll have all of them, anyways, and I can unlock all of these. Mini llama choice box. These are supposed to be turned in for. Cause I don't care about the llama. Not whatsoever. Not in any degree. I don't care about minis to any degree. So these are gonna be turned in for PvP tokens, the tickets or whatnot. Right. Tier and exchange boxes. These are also just like you buy these from festivals as well. They're pretty expensive. They're like pretty, yeah. But you can get like whatever out of them. Dungeon tokens, whatnot. So if I ever need that for, I don't know, something, I'll have it. Right. Then we move on to daily chests. Now, I have a lot of daily chests. Arguably, it's only these 2 stacks that really count for anything. It's the Grothmar hero chests and Raven's hero. So it's from the 2 new maps. So it's Icebrute Saga Mastery. Everything else doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. I need to get rid of it. But the only reason why I haven't opened all of them and just gotten the space back is because I forgot to test if any of these boxes worked on the new Icebrute Saga Mastery. And I know they're not supposed to, but I forgot to test. And so, dumb as I am, I hold on to them until I know for certain that they don't work. Yeah. And leftover materials, I drop it in here sometimes. Casino coins, I have everything that you can buy from casino coins, and I've used them to their full extent. I should also get rid of these. They're in the same category as these chests over here. Bundles of loot. I mean, beats me. They've got a shitty what's it called? Shitty reward structure with the labyrinthine cliffs and these bundles of loot. So I don't know. I hold on to them just because it's the ones that I've done from dailies or whatnot. But I don't know. They're there. They're just there. Well, this is world. This is completely overflowing, and I'm kind of panicking soon. I've got like 5,000 chests. I think it is something like that. Skirmish chests, and way too many chests. These are rank up chests. And these are the skirmish chests. So to put it in perspective, this is the skirmish chests, right? This is the ones that you get from just the reward track, whatnot. And these are the ones that you get from leveling up or ranking up in World vs. World. And I have way too many. And I refuse to open any of them until something good comes out of them. and nothing good comes out of them. It's I'm exaggerating, obviously, because one of the things that comes out of the rank up chest is there we go, the testimonies of heroics. But what happened last time, when Path of Fire came out, they switched from proofs of heroics to testimonies of heroics, right? So they just did a switcheroo, which meant all of the chests suddenly gave tons and tons of this new currency. And if that ever happens again, I have tons of that. I have tons of that new currency. And I know it doesn't really matter, but in case. Just in case. It's not like I need testimonies of heroics anyways. I already have too many for anything. Skirmish chests as well, and nothing really good comes out of them. I mean, you could argue that I could buy 5,000 unidentified dies and sell them, but how much is that actually going to net me? Honestly, how much is that actually going to... Unite die. Let's see, just for fun. Okay, 14 for a stack. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot. I could get a lot, okay, but I don't. I'd rather hold on to them. I hope at some point that they'll make badges of honor. This is my real wish, actually, for this to happen. Badges of honor. I hope that they will be useful one day. Can I actually? No. And that you can purchase something cool or whatnot, and I'll need a fuck ton of them, and I'll just be able to get about 100,000, something like that, instantly. Yeah, who knows? Right. Sigils that I'm still holding on to because the majority of my main characters obviously don't have legendary sigils. Legendary sigils I only have on my guardian and my thief, because legendary sigils are shit tier. If you don't have a legendary weapon, they truly are shit tier. You do not want to match a legendary sigil to an ascended piece of armor, or what's it called, piece of weapon, because it just makes it redundant. It really does. You're always going to be stuck on the same sigil all the time on that stat type of weapon all the time, because this, yeah, I've already explained that. The situation where you want to swap your sigil, you also obviously want to swap the stats of the weapon. And there's no situation really, except for one, where you want to swap either of those independently. And that one situation is, let me show you here, is on your offhand weapon, you want to min-max your impact sigil in fractals or dungeons or whatnot to be, let's say, Flame Legion, like Smothering, or Serpent in, what's it called, 99 cm. That's the only situation. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Like, on your main hand, you're always going to be on Force, or you're always going to be on whatever. Like, that main, yeah, it's dumb. So unless all of your weapons are legendary, you don't make any more sigils. So I still have my sigils. These are all the runes that I still have, that are account bound. And so, yeah, I'm a hoarder, remember? I can't throw that shit out. Leftover weapons that I need to move to another character just because it's taking up bank space. Globs of dark matter that's also flowing over. That should actually be up here with the rest of all the flow over materials. Raid stuff down here. And leftover weapons. These are all the great swords that I used to have on my guardian before I made Exordium, and I for some reason just haven't moved them. So right now there's just a bunch of a bunch of great swords that I'm not using, and I always keep the coffers from the latest wing. I think I've kept them from 2 now. Yeah, Twin Largos and. No, okay, so I kept it from the Conjured Amalgamate and the Twin Largos from Wing 6 and then Wing 7. I have all 3 of them. I always just keep them because they're good for, like, KP, kill proof or whatnot. Yeah, and I just keep some of the. I don't know. At some point, I just kind of stopped popping stuff into my guild. I have more of everything of these in my guild hall here. Here we go. All right, here's all my leftovers. 92, 95. These are the new wings. Aethergin. Wait, that's not the new. That's the new one. That is the new one. Yes. So it's like, yeah, it's cool. I don't really care. That's my main annoyance when it comes to like joining pugs and whatnot, is that I don't keep my tokens. I use my tokens. So despite me having 100 plus or whatnot of anything, it's like, yeah. So I keep these. I keep these CM chests just because I don't need what's in them, and I already have all these skins. And yeah, I don't need another scented weapon to clog up something. Yeah. And lastly, pure trash, really. Trash desert crafting materials that I don't want to throw out. I hope that they change how these are opened someday, but until then, like, this is just garbage. Like, you get nothing out of these flax fibers, and you have to click a million times to open all of these. I keep them because I'm a hoarder. Extra banners, different heroes banners and karma banners and all that. An extra equipment box, 20 slot. I have it, so I keep it. Yeah. Congealed putrescents. I sometimes use these for like decorations, so I don't throw them out or like store them away, I guess. So it's just leftover. Queen's Gauntlet entrance tickets. A little bit of a relic of old days. And bloodstone dust and like some extra flow over insignias that I can't sell. So it's Sinister and Commanders and Minstrels, and I can't sell those. So yeah. Leyline Sparks. Yeah. All right. I feel like I spent an unnecessarily amount of time on my bank, but honestly, I think one of the reasons was because I just didn't really remember all the things that were in here. Like, I so rarely interact with these. This is just storage for me. And sometimes I use things, and I don't know. It was kind of a walk through memory lane. Materials. Nobody really cares about what I have for materials. There's nothing really good to show, except for, I guess, legendary insights and whatnot. So, legendary divinations and legendary insights. Obviously, I've spent a whole ton on legendary armors. That's the reason why my legendary insights is so low. But I think the main thing that sticks out is legendary divinations. At least it does to me. Because legendary divinations, I was diligently going in, getting every single legendary divination from the start until I realized that coalescence was not recraftable. The moment that I realized that you could not make a second coalescence was the moment I just stopped caring. Altogether, it was like, all right, this is fun, and I'll jump in when it's fun, or when people invite me, or whenever I see an opportunity to do it and I want to, I'll jump in. But I will not force myself to go after every single divination, not in the slightest. I would still diligently be going for every single legendary divination if you could get just one more coalescence, but it is not possible, and that disappointed me so heavily that I got really angry. Actually, I got really mad, because it just leaves us in this weird state where we have one legendary ring, and that's it. Yeah. And for someone that's going for the legendaries on every single character, yeah, it puts a big block on, or just a big roadblock on what you can do, how far you can push in this game. And that to me just sucked ass. It really did. But yeah, enough about that. Yeah, I've got eye trading ingots, but I don't really feel like talking about that. It's just like eye trading ingots. Yeah, the new material, one of the new materials. I always have a thing of going for 2K of every single new living story material. And I do that, and then I continue until the next episode comes out. So Eternal Ice Shards, I actually have way too many, and you'll see that in a second when we go on that character. I think I have like 8,000 or something, maybe more, maybe much more, because they're so easy to get, and I just found a great spot from the very start, and I log in every day on that. Yeah, that's basically it. 2019 was also the year where I decided to consume thousands and thousands of my leftover season 2 materials, or season 3 materials, with the thought that when the next season came out, there was going to be a new type of magic. So we've had volatile magic and unstable magic, or whatever it was called. And then I figured, all right, season 4, we're going to have the next stage of magic. But that never came. And so for the first episode, they actually reused the magic for some of the rewards. They reused the unstable magic from season 3 for some of the rewards in season 4. And that got me really furious instantaneously, because I'd consumed thousands of these to turn it into magic, to then get tier 6 materials so I could craft more legendaries faster. Right. But then with Bureau Marches, they went back on that again. And now it's just nothing. Now there's no magic. Now there's some karma here and there, and then the material. But yeah, there's no streamlined currency for the whole season. So who knows? Who knows where it goes? Right, wardrobe. I feel like we need to talk about wardrobe, the elephant in the room, because well, there's obviously Mr. Potato Head, who is going for every skin in the game. That's his end game. That's not my end game, and you'll see that, as I don't have nearly as many as some other people would have. I have a rule of thumb, basically, is if you can get it in the game, then I'll get it. That's my rule of thumb. If I can't get it through playing the game, that means if I can get it only through Black Lion chests, or the Black Lion trading company, or gems just in general, then I likely do not have it. Likely. Some things I like, I'll buy it. It looks cool, I'll get it. But I will not go out of my way. So most of what you see missing will be, well, different gem store stuff. Obviously, there's like the guild stuff, guild cowl, or like all the guild armor. Some of the PvP higher tier PvP armors I don't have either. The same goes for World vs. World. Even though I have thousands of the materials, I can't get myself to spend it on the skins for World vs. World or PvP, because you can make legendaries with that same currency. So every single time I bought the lowest type of Mistforged Mistforged, Glorious or Triumphant, like PvP or World vs. World armor, the lowest tier of the Ascended version, and then upgraded that to Legendary, because you don't need the higher tier. So I don't have those. So obviously there are some things that stick out. Worm Slayers I don't have. Same for the Glands of the Carnur. I can't even preview that. That's a Char armor. So yeah, stuff like that. But I do see myself as pretty well-rounded on every front. And even if there is a skin that I don't have but really want, I can probably get it within a very, very short time, because most of what I don't have is gem store. But yeah, even the ones that I don't have. So like take the PvP stuff and World vs. World stuff, which is really expensive and long time consuming. I can probably get it pretty fast. But I don't want it because it's really shiny and I don't actually like how they look. I'm really looking forward to the next tier of World vs. World or PvP armor that's coming out, because they said they're not just going to slap it or toss it. I think that was the actual quote. Toss it on the vendor again. And that brought me a lot of hope for actually playing the game. Yeah, because otherwise it's just currencies that you amass huge quantities of, and then you can buy it at any given time. But yeah, especially in World vs. World, it feels really because it's a currency. World vs. World currencies are a thing that just accumulate, not by you actively playing the game, but you actively keeping the participation timer at its minimum. That's it. Which can feel a little bit demotivating for me, honestly. But yeah, skins. I don't feel like stopping. I don't really have a story for any of this, so I feel like just scrolling really quickly past it. I have a lot. I have most of the stuff, but it's just, yeah, gem store stuff I don't have. All of these done. Back pieces, obviously I have. I think I have. No, that's a lie. I have almost every back piece except for like this one. Every back piece that you can get in the game. Funnily enough, I don't have this one, but that's because I don't know. I think it's just been always too expensive. It's from a collection of getting all the different Aether weapons, and the Aether weapons look amazing, but I've never really used them, so I've never really gone for them. Yeah, Warbringer as well. Got 6 Warbringers. So weapon skins. I mean, I feel like not. I don't even feel like going through it. You get the gist of it. You get the gist of it. I got a lot of legendaries. I think that's the only thing that is an outlier in this this whole weapon going through all the weapons. You know what I mean? Outfits. Same procedure, basically. If I liked it, I've gotten it, and most of these I've gotten just from lucky coincidence. This was just a lucky coincidence. I opened like one Black Lion chest and got this. That was it. I don't even like this. A lot of people like this just because it's so starry. But yeah, 2019 was great though in the sense that it brought back some of the coolest outfits ever. Or brought out some of the coolest outfits ever. So I finally got the Dragon Emblem clothing outfit. I think actually that was just before 2019. Maybe I'm wrong. But then we got the Heart of Thorns version, and then we got an Aurene version. I have all 3 of these, and they're just like basic, really cool. I love it. Miniatures, I have a lot, even though I don't use a single mini, not on any character. I don't like miniatures. I'm very I don't know, like it's twofold. One, I don't really want to have something following me around all over the place, just like a weird out of place character following me around, not really interacting with anything. It means nothing to me in that sense. But the other part is I think I'm really attuned to, or my vision is very attuned to the minimap. And I know this sounds weird, but in World vs. World, using your minimap can be very crucial when you're roaming. So like spotting red dots and green dots and whatnot. If you put out a mini, there will be a tiny little green dot on your map. And most of you will not notice this because you're used to having your mini. But whenever I turn on a mini accidentally, it freaks me out. Because I see on the map that something's following me. I'm not in a party. And where's this coming from? What is happening? I don't like minis. I do have a lot of them because completion's sake. There's a lot of maps where it's just like, yeah, okay, you have everything except for the mini. Go for the mini. And I went for the mini. And there's a lot of achievements that have been associated with minis and whatnot. Yeah. Gathering tools. I have more than I care to admit. But yeah, these are the ones that... Did I actually? No. How did I get this? Oh, right. That's the reaping tool. Right. So I actually bought that one. Wow. Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay. Never skip that. And I think that was most. Oh, right. One last thing. I got this. I achieved this goal. I'm pretty proud of this actually. I achieved this goal just before the new year. I'm recording this on the 5th, so yeah, bear with me. I know it's 2019 account tour, but yeah. I achieved this goal just before the new year. And it is... There we go. Mithril rank. Last year, I was so proud of myself for actually reaching rank 2000. And I did that in 2018. But last account tour, I was so proud of myself from having reached rank 2000. And gotten the sublime back pieces, gotten all those things. Let me, like, all these, let me see, sublime. There we go. All the different wings, all the different tiers of wings in Wilvis' world. Great color, by the way. It's totally, yeah, you can totally see these wings. You know what I mean. I got all of these, and I was super happy. And then, for some reason, I just kept going. And it wasn't till, like, at the start of December when I realized there's actually a chance I can make it to 4,000. And then I was like, all right, but if I push it really hard, I can make it to 4,095, which is mithril rank. And I did that with some despair. So, yeah, I pushed that really hard at the end. I'm pretty proud of that. At the current trajectory that I have, wow, trajectory. If I continued as I have, I would be like rank 10K in 5 years. And I can guarantee you that trajectory is not gonna last. It is not. I've already turned down. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Nice. I've already tuned down my Wilvis' World play a lot. I don't do weekly clears, like weekly maxing out the rewards anymore. I just don't really have anything to go for in Wilvis' World except for a higher rank. But a higher rank is only good if you're going for the pips or if you're going for, I don't know, something else. And I'm not really going for the pips. I have everything the pips can give me. And it's pips to spare or tickets to spare. Wow, I have 6,000 to spare. That is, okay, that was more than I thought. So yeah, I don't really go for weekly clears, and I say that after having done a weekly clear. But yeah, it's just not every week. So it'll go down, and it'll go even further down, unless alliances come out at some point, and then yeah, these are really good, by the way. But I'll get to that, I guess. Next up, I guess. Did I ever go over my builds? I guess I did, but it's like, yeah. Power DPS, power quickness, Conde DPS, power DPS, power. Wait, this is not power DPS. Wow, I just called him power DPS. This is totally not power DPS. This is Wilvis' World tank. And this is a rando. This is a horrible set, by the way. This is PvP, but in what's it called? PvE. It's kind of nonsense with the longbow. Anyways, yeah, let's not go over the builds. I'll just leave it there. I have a lot of builds. The thing is, like, this is the funky thing. So, like, you'll see that I don't have a single one of these in use. I will never have any one of these in use. Why? It's because it's free. It's free. You can either buy it, you can either spend way too much money on buying these. They're absolute scam. 500 for 3, or you can just copy past these, like copy build template. Hey, I have this. That's basically what this does. Or you can get the build pad. The build pad is a glorified notebook which allows you to just click and paste. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all you gotta do. So paste. Let me just to demonstrate. I can do whatever. There we go. Paste. This is a glorified notepad with infinite slots. Infinite of these slots. This is a scam. It is nothing other than a scam. And I don't know why they ever added this. It is absolutely horrendous. Yeah. Let me get back to what I want. There we go. So, build pad. I can only recommend that. Community made tool. Cool tool. Awesome. Right. Let's not go on about that. Achievements. Right. I have some weird things in my nearly completed things. Spirit Watch Killer. I don't really play PvP, and I especially don't play unranked PvP. So some of these, like, they just won't be done. They just won't be done. But basically, one thing that I can say is, like, assume that everything here is done except for in historical, competitive, and what's it called? Hall of Monuments. Basically, everything else is done. But let's go over it a little bit. Festivals. That's the current one right now. I've done my annual achievements. Done. Winter's Presents. Right. Story journal. This is where it gets interesting, I guess. I've done all of these. There's a few that I haven't done, and they stand out to me very, very specifically because War Eternal. There is no way that I want to slay 1,000 of these. None. It's boring, and I don't care about those 5 achievement points. Why? Why did these return in such a horrible... I don't know. Yeah. I don't like slaying 1,000 enemies in a particular lane. I've done some of it by just, like, chilling with a movie on the side or whatnot. But it's so brain numbing. It really is. I don't like it. Yeah, so I haven't done that. And the other one that I haven't done is there. It's getting the Griffin expert. And I'll tell you why I haven't done it. It's because it's impossible for me to do. My account. It's impossible. This is the Istan thing, right? Here's or somewhere around this edge. You go up and you jump down and you fly around and you get the Griffin race, right? I've done it. I've done it gold multiple times. But the bug here is when the map first came out, if you got the achievement at the start, which I got really quickly, I got it within the first day or so. There was a bug that it would reset. I think it would reset when they updated it, or something along those lines. So they reset it. I did it again, and when apparently having done it twice tells the system you're not allowed to do it anymore. So when they reset it a second time, I'm not able to get this. It doesn't tick. It will not tick. No matter how many times I've run this course, it will not tick. It's 2 achievement points that I cannot get on my account. It's just bugged. Everyone else can get it, no problem, because they're getting it after the fact. I don't know. It's so dumb. Yeah, those are the only 2 story achievements that I don't have. Yeah, everything else has been done. There's not much else to really talk about. In terms of achievements, which is kind of weird because achievements have been a big part of my progress for my account in total, but not in the last 6 months. Technically not in the last year, actually. Most of 2019 has either been festivals, it's been 2 it's been 2 story releases that I've done, and there's been nothing really remarkable about the achievements here. Like, it's not like sure, cool. It feels cool to get a full weapon set, but it's not a great story to tell. That there's nothing unique about it, is what I'm trying to say. There's nothing extraordinary about the rewards that I've gotten from either of these, and anything before that was just festivals. So anything that I've really achieved in the last year, in 2019, has been my legendaries, and they've stopped doing legendaries. So it's all just old content that I've already talked about now, that I've finally completed to perfection, and it's done. It's over. So in terms of achievements, nothing has really happened. Like, it genuinely feels like nothing has really happened. It's just like, yeah, I've done the same as everyone else. Yeah, the raids were cool. Actually, the Kiev Arashim, yeah, cool, amazing stuff. What was that? 6 months ago, something like that. That this came out, amazing, good stuff. Loved it. Had a ton of fun. Got my chair. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Oh, I can't do that actually. Is it? Fuck, what is my I can never remember. There we go. My my hotkey for all the different utilities, weirds, or weird stuff. All these, you know what I mean. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I got my chair. Was what I was trying to say. I got my chair. Awesome, cool stuff. There it is. Everlasting Ally of Adashim. That's probably the greatest thing in terms of achievements. And then the Coalescence, the ring, but that's kind of separate from the achievements as well. So for me, like, this number has just like been going up randomly. I haven't really been working towards any particular achievements. It's just kind of come and gone. 40k will be cool, but I have a feeling that the road there won't be all that remarkable. And it kind of pains me to say. It's not like there's gonna be a raid next time that's gonna push me 100 or 200 achievement points ahead of someone who doesn't do the raid. It's not like that's gonna really happen. It's gonna be a story, which is fine. I'm not talking down story, but it's not remarkable. It's not really a story to tell. For me, at least, in an account tour, you know what I mean. So yeah, I feel like this is the shortest version that I've ever gone through my achievements. Yeah, I still have my fractal goddess. Sorry, I identify as a god or goddess. I don't care. Yeah, and everything else is kind of forgettable, except for the extra life for some reason. I mean, it's blue, but yeah. I feel like that was most of my account. Well, let's go through my my wallet here real quick, I guess. Is there anything cool to tell? Not really. No, not really. Oh, right, the fractal relics. So the reason why I have I told you I was going to tell you the story later, but I feel like it's not going to come up naturally now. So I'll tell this story now. The reason why I don't have 100k fractal relics anymore is because I've spent the last half year, 6 months, just buying my daily, what are they called? Mystic clovers from the vendor. So you can buy 2 a day for 300 fractal relics. And I've spent almost 40k now just getting mystic clovers. That's how desperate I was to get mystic clovers for all the legendaries that I was making. Do you have any idea how many fucking mystic clovers you need to make so many legendary runes? It's 120% by the way. Just, yeah. Also 120 for just 4 legendary sigils. It's so funky to me that you need 4 sigils to get these two sets of weapons, obviously, and you need 6 runes, obviously, and the price of 4 sigils is equal to 6 runes. The problem is you kind of need 4 more for your underwater weapons. You only need 1 rune more for your headpiece on underwater, which means the total cost of getting full legendary on sigils and runes is double the cost for your sigils. I don't know. It annoys me. Is why I'm saying this aloud. Anyways, all right. Time to show off some of the other characters. All right. So, I'll take my mains first. So the ones that I have legendary gear now, the ones that I consider my mains out of my 22 characters. So my guardian, and my thief are my mains. I consider those the most played characters that I have, or the most actively played characters that I have. I play them, yeah, basically all the time. So let's start off with my thief. There we go. My thief looks you'll notice that she looks very basic, and I'm so happy with this outfit. I really am. I've given her a hood and gloves and and whatnot. So basically, just like the combo kind of makes it into a cloak kind of thing. But this is basically the look that she has. She basically has the look that if you've ever had the thought of like, so if I were to wear one set of clothing for the rest of my life, what would it be? This would be my choice. Black, like in real life, black jeans, white tee, and sneakers. I would wear that to the end of days, every day. No problemo. And she's basically wearing that. She's just the embodiment of that. Yeah, I've just kind of given her a little bit of a snowy look so that she's not running around in Bjorn Marches all frosty. And I know, yes, total roleplay. Yo. She has all the legendaries as well, all the legendary weapons. So that is what's it called? Staff. This is the only legendary that I've transmuted that I felt bad about. I have a tendency to just transmute my legendaries because it's just the skin. But Nevermore, which is what this is such a cool staff. It just does not fit my thief. So I had to. All right, I had to. Hope, one of my newest things actually, or my newest legendary acquisitions, is Quip. I finally got that just before the new year. Quip. So I got Quip and Hope, both transmuted into Hope, and it's just awesome. You gotta have the right look. Hope is the coolest looking pistol skin in the entire game. Fight me, like it is. I've got the double incinerators. I was talking about that last year actually. Getting the second incinerator. Yeah, awesome. Bolt. I've never used the bolt skin, but yeah, it's the fractal sword. I have Predator. Wow. My thief is actually the only character that has all of the available build loadouts. And it's because my thief, I can just swap endlessly. Like, damn, there's so many different things that you can do with thief all the time, just swapping very proactively. Yeah, it's amazing. I love playing thief. Chukan Champawat, I think that's the last one I have. Right, yeah, Chukan Champawat. Also legendary sigils, legendary runes as well. I feel like I have to show these off every time, but yeah. And legendary back piece. What was the last set? Oh, never mind. Right. Yeah, thief. She has the same kind of inventory, except she does not have any weapons available. It's all in the different loadouts. I love that. It's beautiful. Down here at the bottom, it's gonna look the same for almost every one of my characters now. Got a lot of eternal ice shards. Most of my characters are basically placed right here, just to harvest these 3 nodes and then log out every day. So it's right here in case you're interested. Dark Realm Delves. Right, love my thief. Big thumbs up. Yeah, don't know what else to say. No, there's nothing really to talk about. It's ascended trinkets. It's just ascended trinkets. You get the gist. Right, on to the next one. So my thief, my guardian. I'm gonna move on to my NG. There we go, my NG. Last year I was talking a lot about my NG. I'm not talking that much about my NG this year because I barely played her this whole year, and it's a bit of a shame. I got very frustrated is basically what happened. So I got frustrated with the balance. Basically, engineer was pushed just marginally below Dragon Hunter, which meant it was kind of just not useful. I mean, yeah, it was pretty much the same, but it wasn't. And that lack of optimization really annoyed me to no end. And So I kind of stopped playing it, and now like we've got Condi NG getting back into it and whatnot. But yeah, I just don't really I don't really feel that. So yeah, I haven't really played much NG lately. She has legendary everything as well, legendary armor, legendary runes, and legendary backpiece, and then all ascended weapons. That's the gist from here on out. Is basically ascended. There are a few exceptions with like legendaries and whatnot. Legendaries randomly being on some characters. Like my ranger has a legendary bow, basically just because it was left over. But yeah, she's currently holding onto the spirit of the Perfectus Scepter. I'm in the process of making Meteorologicus. So yeah, that's that. She's got a bit of a more cluttered thing going here because I don't have the build loadouts, and so I still have all of these trinkets that need to be used. Wow, I don't even have these assigned. That's how much I've been playing it lately. They don't even have stats right now, all my Condi stuff. Yeah, and she's still got weapons up here, obviously. She's still got some of the consumables down here. Yeah, it really annoys me that this is still a thing now that I am supposed to be getting rid of it. But yeah, I don't know. I can't really say much about that. And then yeah, again, collecting stuff. Right. I love the look. I really truly do. Oh, that was not the one I wanted. I absolutely love the look on all of my 9 main characters. I feel like I have in the last year I've kind of perfected the last few of them, and some of them just got the extra little bit of detail. I love the simple look. I love these just like, I don't know. She started out as like a Samus, Metroid. Wow, my mind is blanking now completely. But yeah, and she kind of evolved into a bit of a look-alike, very different colors, and yeah, I don't know. I love this. I've had this look for a long time. I think it was close last year, but the colors changed. Right. Let's go on to my warrior. My warrior, she just looks badass, all right? That's the whole goal of her. I'm kind of going for like a Cena warrior princess kind of look, but with less cleavage. That's kind of the idea here. She's just supposed to look like a warrior, like a badass warrior. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the whole thing. Legendary armor and runes and legendary backpiece. Everything else is ascended as well. I've got a lot of weapons here because I have not a single extra build loadout for her. Yeah, which really annoys me. But yeah, I'll stop moaning about that. So, and the system down here is the same. But yeah, lots of different weapons for lots of different situations. Both World vs. World and fractals and what's it called? Wow, raids. Yeah, I love being optimized. I love having all the different weapons and sigils and stats and whatnot, whatever I need. That's basically what I'm going for. Right, she looks badass. End of that. Right, my ranger. My ranger is the newest one, the newest character to get a makeover, basically. I was pretty happy with her previous look, but I am extremely happy with how she looks right now. And the only reason why I changed it was because of capes. I honestly didn't think I was gonna like capes. I genuinely didn't think I was gonna like capes. I never had any affinity for capes. I never used them in Guild Wars 1. I didn't like them. I don't really like capes. But you can kind of make her look like a rogue, like an old school rogue kind of deal, with like a cloak and like shoulder pads. Like I was kind of going for a Sylvana kind of look, but with different colors. Like I wasn't going for Sylvana cosplay, but it was like inspired from that. Again, with less cleavage and whatnot. But yeah, just the cloak, it's amazing. The Guild cloak is the one that I have, or the Guild cape. Legendary Warbringer, and legendary armor, and legendary runes. So yeah, all the same. Again, only 2 build loadouts, which annoys me, but I'll stop now. I've got here Kutsu. This was I had Kutsu on my Guardian for the longest time, and then when Ferris came out, I was like, all right, shit, I gotta make Ferris. So I made Ferris, and my Kutsu was just kind of chugged onto my Ranger, so she could use it. I've been doing winter stay stuff on my wow, that's a mount. I've been doing winter day stuff on my my Ranger, so she's got all that stuff. But otherwise, it's the same down here. Trinkets, leftover trinkets that should be going into the next set of build loadouts. But yeah, someday. But yeah, she looks awesome. She looks amazing. I fucking love this look. It just looks badass. All right, it just looks badass. Again, notice how all the colors are really like it's just. I told you earlier on, it's a lot of black, blue, and white, and darkness, and charred, and like, yeah. I'm a simple man. Simple colors. My Renegade, or Revenant. Wow. I just said that. My Revenant. Revenant I've actually been slightly getting more into lately. Mostly because of Renegade. I felt like I needed to learn it a bit more, so I started practicing. I've been mad at Renegade for like 2 years now, and I feel like I need to get over myself. So I started learning how to play Renegade. That was basically it. She has. Oh wait. Yeah, that's right. That's the right one. She has a few legendaries, Eureka and Frostfang. That's about it, I think. She used to have a lot more, but I've kind of just pushed them over to other characters now. Some that I play more, obviously. But still, legendary backpiece and legendary runes and legendary armor. All the way through. Yeah, cool. Really love the look of her. I'm really comfortable with this look. Like she looks like a badass knight, like dark knight kind of deal. I was always going for a bit of a, what's it called? Like a ghostly look for her. So I always wanted, I kind of always wanted it to be like the snow effects and the ghostly infusion and let me see if I can show you these. The like full white eyes, all that. I kind of had this going for her. She needed to be like a revenant, a ghostly like revenant. But then I kind of scaled back on the icy stuff in favor of the refined envoy pauldrons, which is the precursor for the legendary or precursor look for the legendary armor, and it just works so well. It's such a cool look for her. Yeah, very spiky, very, yeah, dig it. Dark blue all the way through. All right, Rev, and let's take my, there we go. My Mesmer. She has not changed much in a long time because I've been really, really happy with her look for a long time. The only thing that changed this year was the addition of the Peerless Infusion. So you'll notice this, the aura around her. That's the Peerless Infusion. It fits really well, I guess. I don't really like the infusion. It kind of annoys me, not gonna lie. Mostly because it's very local. It's very localized right here. It's like it's just a circle right here. But at the same time, I kind of like it. It's like a love-hate relationship with the Peerless Infusion. Anyways, yeah. I really like the way that she looks. She's very planty, very mesmery in my opinion. Legendary backpiece and legendary armor and runes. No legendary weapons, I believe. Right? I think maybe there is actually. No, is it? Oh yes, Tsukwatl. She has my my snake scepter. Oh, what? Nice. She has my snake scepter. Snake, which is really cool, and it fits so well, especially for the green orbs and the combination of the mesmer skills and the green colors that I'm going for, and like green and purple it fits really well, except for the snake. It kind of annoys me. It's like a mini pet, but at least it doesn't show up on the map. So hey, cool. What do we have next? What do I want to take next? I want to take, all right, my necromancer. My necromancer has changed the most out of any any of my main professions. Basically, it used to be that she was my main necromancer, but I actually switched all of her gear, all of everything, over to my first char character, and my only char character, simply because it looked fucking cool. She is currently the most shiny character that I have of any. Basically just because I have the celestial infusion, the orange polyluminescent infusion. It's not that I like them. I don't. This is a weird argument. I don't actually use these because I like them. It's because they work really well to confuse. Go away, new players. Go away. It works really well to kind of get a bit of an obscure look in World vs. World. So in World vs. World, when you're roaming, you kind of, I mean, getting any and all advantage when you're fighting on what's it called, outnumbered. It can be detrimental, and when you're going in and out of Reaper Shroud, and your colors are changing to weird colors, and whenever they're mousing over you, you change from there we go, from that to the orange and whatnot. It's just like, yeah, I know that's a weird argument, but the look that I actually mostly like, it's just the core look that she has. I find her to look just awesome. It looks cool. It just looks cool. And I kind of started digging the char animations for Necro, both for Scourge and for Reaper, and it's just, yeah, I dig it. Let me swap this back. Actually, I have a bit of a setup here where between Scourge and Reaper, she switches color, and I think that's really cool. It's kind of lame also, but it's really cool. Right. So she changed a lot. All right. So she has all the different consumables now, and all the weapons, and she's also the main character that I do World vs. World on nowadays. And since I don't really open loot, I can't be asked to open loot. I have it all stored down here. So whenever I open my inventory, everything's free here at the top. And if I actually want to see all the loot that I've gotten, I scroll down and all of it just stacks here. So currently I have 18 Ice Brute Saga what are they called? Materials. 18 of these bags, which means the next one coming soon, I'll instantly have almost a stack of them. Nice. January something. I forget what it was. 27th or something. That's when the next one comes out. All right, and then just extra level up chests and all that. Like, yeah, it's just, yeah, it just stacks up here. 40 extra legendary spikes. And then I open them whenever the stack is full. All right, I'll let that sit there. And let me get, there we go. My Ellie was the last to get anything. She was the last to get legendary armor. She was the last to get legendary backpiece, and she was the last to get legendary runes. Why? Because I don't play Ellie. I don't play Ellie whatsoever, and I don't really have much to say about the character, except she has all the gear in case I ever want to play Ellie. In case there ever comes a time when I am gripped by the power of Ellie, and I want to play it wholeheartedly. I have all the gear for it. Everything's set up. I have the weapons and everything. She's the one that currently does provisioner tokens, so she just has all of these, and I exchange them for provisioner tokens every day. That's about it. That's really all I have to say about this character. I like the look that she has originally, like the Hellfire look. I don't use it currently because this butt flap thing annoys me. It annoys me to no end on every class. So currently she's using an outfit, a pretty cool outfit. Yeah. Right. That was basically all I had. Those were my 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that was all of my 9 main professions. The rest are just like storage characters, or I use for different whatever. Here's a funny one. Apropos the the outfit that I'd wear for the rest of my life: black jeans and a white shirt. Yeah, I put that on my character called Deroir. Let's really quickly go through all of these different characters. I kind of want to show what I have on all the junk, but I'm not gonna go detailed through everything. All right. Because there's a lot. He's currently doing all the orphan runs, right? Every day. He is the one that has like 30, 33, 34, 5,000 essences of luck. Cool. And then he has all the karma stuff. Yeah, cool. I really like the look of this thief, actually. It's one of the few characters that really shine with the envoy jerkin, the medium envoy armor. I think it fits really well for him. That's really annoying music over there. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I don't really play this character. That's kind of the thing. He's just kind of a storage, and I use it here and there for different tasks. My other Ellie is my gathering Ellie, like my home instance gathering and my guild hall gather, like daily. I kind of just have like a look on her. It's not really, I don't know. I've slapped some stuff together that I think looks cool, but I'm actually not that happy with the look. Super Adventure baubles and all these different things to make the different flasks, these flasks, yeah. And then down here we have my insanity. This entire inventory, I'm not kidding, all the way up to here was filled with what are they called? Season 3 materials. And then I consumed it all when just before Season 4 was about to start. And yeah, I don't know if I'll regret it or not. But yeah, I did. I consumed, not at all, but I left like 2k or like 5 stacks of each, I think it was. 4 stacks. There we go. That was the baseline. But yeah, I've gone kind of crazy when it comes to Eternal Ice Shards. And yeah, I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, that's all I really have on this character. These all have, like, all of these other characters either have ascended or just like placeholder old what's it called, exotic gear. Like, I don't really use these for anything, so I don't really do anything with them. Like, I don't really gear them. I don't really see a point to it. Right, let's actually go to my other necro real quick, because I want to show what's left of her. I maintained the look, but I put on just like placeholder armor, so there's nothing really. Like, she's just stripped of everything except for just like the things that the things that bare necessity kind of deal. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do feel a little bit bad about having exchanged it. I know that sounds weird, but I do. Or having swapped the two. But yeah, I was kind of getting tired of the animations on or like the Reaper animations and whatnot on Sylvari. It was kind of weird. But yeah, there's not much there. On to the next one. God is Deroir. That was good stream meme for a long time. Still is, technically. And if you watch my stream, you know exactly what I mean. You know exactly what kind of meme I'm talking about. She's carrying a lot of my ascended bags, or back pieces. And trinkets and whatnot, just like leftover stuff that could easily be thrown on a lot of these alt characters, but I don't really care. I think that's kind of the essence of it. She's got ascended stuff. I actually used her for a short period, not actively, but again as a part of the stream. So she's got everything that was necessary for the time. It's been a while, but yeah. On to the next one. Let's go for this guy. The Harbinger of is his actual name. Yeah, it's because it's the Harbinger of and then the guild tag. It used to work when I had a cool guild tag, but I don't right now. I just have my personal guild tag bank. He's just kind of a funky big Norn guy that I wanted to have because I wanted a big Norn for the lulz. I don't really do much with him. Like, I have him set up for, I think, both Condi and Zerg. So sometimes he is useful, but I don't know. He just looks cool, I guess. He just looks cool. Right, I just saw Verdurak. I forgot. My Necro has Verdurak as well, the legendary Warhorn. I just wanted to say that. It's kind of weird. The reason why I'm saying it aloud is because I can't really show GW2 efficiency this time around because a lot of the legendaries that get put into unused or not active build loadouts just disappear. So my Guild Wars 2 efficiency value has just gone down for some reason. Wow. Because I've made legendary runes that aren't counted, because I have legendaries and build loadouts that aren't counted. It's just kind of like efficiency is kind of weird right now. So that's why I'm mentioning it. Right. Another one, augmented Deroir. Here we go. This little guy, this little Asura is just, well, the story is, obviously, I've told this before, in 2017, I had an NPC added to the game, and I made this NPC in the likeness, or I made this character in the likeness of the NPC, and nowadays he's just my librarian. Is basically what I call it. He carries all the different books that I have from all the different achievements or maps or whatnot, and I probably shouldn't have done that. Wow, what happened? It turned into something else. Nice. Okay. So there's that. But yeah, all these different books, basically just a librarian. I really like that concept. And then also all of my fractal skins that I have left over from like way back when. And the cosmic power and the cosmic mechanism, which are part of the collection for Estralaria. Just kind of a gimmicky thing. On to there we go. Let's just take me. I know that sounds weird, but that's basically what he was made to be. It's a character from long ago that I made for animations of Tyrion characterology. If you're an OG watcher of the channel, then you know then you know the face. I don't really use him at all. He's an Ellie simply because it was the armor that he could use looked best. That was basically it, at the time at least. He holds just materials, like leftover ascended materials. There's nothing special about what he has on or anything. It's all just regular stuff. So we move on to the next one. This character was made by my girlfriend way back, and I haven't changed it one bit. Now I just use it Like the look, she made the look, and I boosted it to 80, and now I use it for like holding stuff, and gathering materials and whatnot, just for fun. But yeah, she's just holding rando stuff, like leftover stuff. Actually, now that I've gone through my bank, there we go. Hey, that fits right there. Now I remembered. Fractal extra bags and the runes of the useless room and exquisite serpentine jewels and festival stuff. All like just, yeah, stuff. A couple of extra things that I just don't want to throw out, I guess, because I'm a hoarder. I think we already established that. Right, on to the next one. And let me see, who are we missing here? Right, I'm not actually, well, I probably should, fuck. So this is the look that my Guardian actually used to have. This is the look in a different color. I used these 3 characters as different PvP builds for Guardian, which was what I used. And now I can use it all on her, obviously, with build loadouts. Yeah, I do still use them for storing stuff. Currently, I have 3 characters. All placed in Grothmar Valley at the end of this this puzzle thing, just to gather stuff. But yeah, she's just, why do I even keep these? She's wielding or she has stuff. And she actually has a lot of different weapons because I wanted to be able to swap in different different PvP matches and whatnot. No runes whatsoever. I don't even know what. Oh, okay, there we go. I still have my build. But yeah, no PvP relevant stuff really. It's just, or PvE relevant stuff. It's just for PvP. And the same goes for the other character. She's also just holding some garbage material. I forget what she's actually holding. But she is holding something. And I know it's kind of redundant, but I'm going to show it. All right. I'm going to show it. Right. Also just more redundant stuff. Less redundant than the last thing. But yeah, still redundant. But yeah, same goes for her. No PvE relevant stuff. It's just PvP. And this character, my other Revenant, was made a long time ago. Way before Arc build templates was even the thing. Was made as just a hand kiter Revenant. So I could easily swap to hand kiting in at Demos, the raid. But nowadays she holds my Black Lion salvage kits and my greatest shame. Yeah, the Copperfed and the Silverfed salvage-o-matics that I have never been able to get a refund on because yeah, I wanted one for every character that I was playing way back when, and then what are they called? Shared inventory slots came out, and yeah, you can just use one. So I have 9 and 3 Silverfed. Yeah, they remind me. I keep these to remind me not to be a dumbass when it comes to the gem store. That's basically it. This was a like early game purchase, and yeah, it sucks. So let's not dig more into that. And I have 2 more characters. This one is basically just Hobo Me. Yeah, Engineer, Hobo Me. Let's log in real quick. He's also just carrying, I think, Ascended stuff. Yeah, Ascended boxes and whatnot. And since he's low level, he's level 57. I used to use him for opening the bags of gear. But since you don't really get them in that large quantities anymore from doing raids, or redoing, I guess, I just have him here. I don't actually know what to do with him because I don't want to boost him because I still want the option of having him open the bags of gear. But if I don't know. Yeah, he's just kind of stuck in a weird stasis where he used to do this daily every day. And now he's just doing nothing. Like going here, that was a daily. Doom, daily done. And now he just does nothing. It's the only character that I don't log into daily for doing something on a regular basis. Like all the other ones, I log in and open a chest or mine a node or something. And then I have my key character, which I'm not even going to show. It's just a delete and then rerun again. Yeah. That was I think that covers everything except for mounts, and I feel like I need to show mounts because everyone's gonna ask, I guess, or some people are gonna ask, I guess. Right. So what else? This is a lovely chair. I love how it didn't load. Come on. Right. Novelties. I don't know. Mounts or not mounts. Wow. Chairs that I care about. This one, and this one. Doom chair. Kind of. But it's on the gem store, or not on the gem store, on the trading post, so it's kind of iffy. But yeah, these are the cool ones. Not that it actually looks cool. It looks kind of dumb, but it has relevance. So I keep it. Glider skins. I don't really care about gliders. The only reason why I'm not using a legendary glider skin on my Guardian here is because the angel wings just fit so amazingly well with the rest of the theme. Like the halo, the actual like wings that come out of the legendary armor, like these, the wings, everything just fits. It's very angelic. That's what I'm going for. But every other character, I'm using a legendary what's it called? Legendary glider skin, because these are the only ones that matter, really, to me. I mean, the rest are just gem store. So yeah, hey, they have no meaning. And mounts. Lastly, I think last year I said I have way more mounts than I feel comfortable about. Nowadays, that roster has grown so immensely, and I have not gotten nearly as many as I would like. I've gotten, I think. Wait, let me see. So I've gotten the entire what's it called? The pack of Sky Scale mountain skins. I got that one, the one with 4 or 5 different skins in it. And all because I only wanted this one. This is the coolest fucking skin of them all. This is such a cool Sky Scale skin. Fight me. Everything else is just kind of okay, whatever. But this one I was lucky enough to get as well. Amazing, just pure luck. Awesome. This little hummingbird, and I think that's it. I think that's it for this year. There's so many that's come out. So many have come out. And there's a million that I would like to have, but yeah. I think last year I was kind of going on about like I wanting to wait for the legendary mount and whatnot, but I think at this point I've kind of realized that there will never be a legendary mount. Never be a legendary mount. They sell for too much on the gem store and people buy them. And I don't think that it'll ever happen. So I think I'm very content with the mount skins that I do have. I think the only one that I really, really would like to have just anything else with is the Wallclaw. I don't have any skin for the Wallclaw. If I could buy this one separately, if I could just buy the Assault Wallclaw or the Vanguard. One of these two, like basic skins that just allow me to change the already cool looking armor on this mount, then I'd get it, but I can't. You have to buy the pack of everything, and I don't really care about having a flaming kitty or branded, or I don't know. It's, yeah. So mounts, and I think that's it. My finishers, same as last year, and nothing has really changed. Most of them. And yeah, I think that's it. I sat down with the hope of making this a short account tour, and now 2 hours later, we're done. All right, I think that's it. I think that's it. I think I've concluded everything. Clap. That's not actually cheer. There we go. Cheer. Hey. All right. Thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure. And I'll see you in 2020. Boom. Bye.